All over there is our land, also in front of the house. The sakura is blooming here, and even all up the back. If we can get this house livable, oh, there's Momo, very happy indeed. And Momo does have her too high, strictly with her garden. It is the morning of day 2 Matsuri, but as you can see, we're not driving it yet. So we're hoping that we'll be driving again around midday. You think midday?
Probably after.
Just after midday, maybe after lunch as well. The reason we're dressed like this is because we are actually signing on the house. So we have bought a Japanese Akiya Bank house. How far from Ebisu?
20 minutes?
15-20 minutes from Ebisu. It needs a lot of work. The land on it, it's a bit of a strange situation. You're buying a house, it comes with land. They give you rough guidelines of how much land it has, but they'd say you need to get a survey after you purchase the house, and they will either say, oh, you have more land, or actually, no, you have less land.
That's just because it's that old.
Yes.
And back then, like, properties like weren't registered the way they are today.
Yeah.
The house is that old.
How old is it?
156, 57 years.
Years old, yeah, because this has been a 14-month process.
Yeah, so 157 years by now.
Yes, 157 years. It's been abandoned for...
So no one's really lived in it for 30 years, but up until a couple years ago, they used it as like a summer house.
Yes. See, Momo has all the information. She's my
business lady.
My business lady.
Corporate Momo.
Yes. Yes. No pink hair.
No pink hair, no piercings, no visible tattoos. Get that out of my face.
Get out of the face. So yes, my Momo is somewhere else.
Somewhere under the wig.
Yes. But you look good.
Thank you.
You look really good.
This wig is giving me a headache though. Well, the wig cap, it's a bit tight.
So, yeah. I'm not going to film any of the process.
No.
That's not going to happen. But this is just the intro to say that we bought an Akiya house. The next few clips will be us going through. So we went full business and went and signed the house. We have the keys, and now we are literally just pulling up. A bit nervous because even when we did see the house before, we were like, whoa, this is a lot of work. But that was full of excitement. Obviously, we still are excited, but...
Now it's going to be sobering up.
Yes, now it's a realization of, oh, so now this is the road. The road needs a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it does. If you can call it a road.
Yeah, we need to be able to get the S15 and the S14 down this.
Yeah. And I want to lower my 14.
Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of work. This is the main point that needs work.
Yeah. Because then, like, further up, it's paved.
And it's very, very overgrown.
Yeah. And very narrow.
Yep.
And not low car friendly.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully will be. And then there's our driveway.
Oh, it's even more overgrown than before.
Oh, well, it is spring.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is our house. 156 years old, 157 years old, abandoned for roughly 30 years. And now we got to get to work. We'll unlock everything, then we'll show you a tour around the house and a wee bit of land. There is a lot of land that way. We also own part
somewhere behind that
bamboo forest.
Yeah. That decided to grow.
Yeah, so we need to get a lot of tools, a lot of equipment over the next week.
And a lot of patience.
Yeah, a lot of patience, yes. We did it.
Did we?
Yeah, this is a start. So I'm just going to jump in now. The video about to see is the first time we've seen the house. We were a little bit overwhelmed. So that means the mood was maybe a wee bit not so exciting as we are used to. Mom was carrying bricks. It's the grunts and noises in the background. But trying to keep everything as realistic as possible, not trying to sugarcoat anything. So the next clip you will see is our first look at the house after we have purchased it. After the rose tinted glasses are off and it's real that it's ours and we have to fix everything. Nope, I'll roll the rest of the clips. Enjoy the video. This could be a long process. For the people who have came over from Jimmy's channel, thank you very much, and we will take you through this whole abandoned house project 15-20 minutes away from Ebisu. Thank you very much for watching. Walk around. It is a hell of a lot more than we remember. it's ours now. We're going to figure out. We'll show you around, and then this will be the start of this series of us trying to tackle everything here and inside the house. You look shooketh.
I am not shooketh. I knew what was coming, but now it's very real, and I'm like,
Oy. Right, let's go through the house. Obviously, door's not 157 years old. This is sort of the more modernized part. Yep. The toy. The fancy Japanese toilets. Everything has been left. So literally they just moved out one day and everything's here. We do have the shower room. This also needs a deep clean and the water turned back on. Lovely sliding door. Kitchen is...
including all the china.
Oh, yeah. Not sure what's in there. Some glass. Oh, that's
the anti-insects thingy, I guess.
So we'll need that. It does have some fancy gadgets. Maybe that's to turn that fancy light on. But I don't think the batteries will work.
Probably not.
Oh, it does.
It does work. Got dark.
Japanese turn on. Oh, I don't even know what...
around.
Oh.
Thank you.
Let's see if this one over here works.
Ah! You got it to work.
Yep. Oh.
Sweet.
Okay.
Watch out, there's holes.
So yeah, there is holes in the floor. We're hoping it's not too bad,
There's
but...
one right here.
Hole there.
Here.
Here. Here's not a great one. Yep, this one.
And that's not even the bad holes.
No, not yet. This is the outside at the back of the house. The stove is run off propane gas. We actually own part of the forest and the mountain, as they said.
Yeah.
So this
mountain with our house.
Yes, as you can see, old in character. Everything is sort of to one side.
I don't think there's a straight beam in this place.
All big, lovely old beams. They seem solid. I'll put this back before I forget it. We have the earthen floor at one of the other entrances.
We need to figure something out.
Yep.
There's moss growing on it.
The moss. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of cleaning. Everything just dumped and left. The tatami mats, usually you don't wear shoes on tatami mats, but the place is already filthy, so it doesn't really matter. Fireplace, so irori.
Have some good yakiniku on there.
Yes. So it has potential. It has a lot of potential.
There's all our sliding walls. That kind of stuff.
Yep, you need to clear that all out and then they'll slide across.
Yeah. That all goes to the outside if you open it up.
This is one of the larger rooms. The lights are all still working.
Yeah. This is one of the smaller rooms. There's a big fat hole here.
Yep.
And then
this is where the big hole is.
that's bad. That's like you can see straight down to the soil.
Yep.
It's just one big massive hole. I'm a bit concerned about that beam there.
Let's see.
That beam there that isn't any longer a beam.
Yes. So there is going to be actually more structural work than we expected. When we came here last time, I don't remember seeing that huge hole.
No. A lot of stuff piled in there. You can see the hole.
Bookcases. Old peat. Storage area over here. Can't really see in. We'll get some torches. Oh, the camera does not too bad a job. Another bookcase. Back into the second large room.
More storage with a third of the wall just fallen out of the slider.
Yep.
Just
then there's what looks like to be a spare slider.
out for the outside maybe? Or
Could be. And then these are all boarded up, so we need to figure out if we're going to go back to sliders or if it's going to be left as boarded up.
This is all very stuck and not solid. No, I'm not even gonna try.
And then to the outside, you got the paper
Paper sliders, the
shoji on the inside.
and then you've got the wooden.
On the outside.
Yeah. And our wee veranda.
Which has a lot of weeds growing through it.
And also is very not straight.
No. And everything is extremely overgrown. But the roof does look good.
Hanging around the place, which I'm not sure what the use of them is.
No, apart from me just to hit my head. Oh, there's more bamboo in the roof.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Did we make a mistake? Time will tell. Time will tell. So, all shoji needs repaired. Actually, oh yeah, there is snakes. I've already nearly stood on one before, and yeah, Momo stood on a snake last time we came to look at the house for the viewing. Maybe that's where we were just. I think we just had a lot of excitement. Stood in a snake, got scared, decided to buy the house.
I was just like, let me get away from the snake. I don't want to bother it.
If I bother it, it'll bother me.
You know, coexist. This reminds me of My Neighbor Totoro when they first get into that half-rotten house out in the countryside. Where's the lock?
You do the other ones first. Ooh, that's another hole.
Yep, that's
Oh.
down there. That's a hole. Right. Okay, so there, and then
I think
this
this-
is our lock.
I think you got the locks the other way around. Long one goes to the inside.
All right. Okay, hold on. And then this was here.
Yep.
Oh no. There we go. House is locked up. Let me go turn that off.
Oh yeah.
Quite satisfying.
Another one.
Not neat. Huh.
Don't fall. Don't die.
At this point, maybe.
Ooh.
Good thing I took my meds this morning. They have like little night lights in them as well. Oh, this one doesn't.
So while we're looking around the house, the Australians, our friends from Team Cheam, they all decide to pop over to have a quick look and hopefully lift our spirits up a bit. Thankfully they did, in a way, and then we started hunting a little bit. Now what we did find, you will see next, is snowboard. We will do a lot of digging through the whole house and figure out what they have left behind entirely, if there's any cool little trinkets, any cool little gadgets, and really go in depth into this house refurbishment, purchasing, everything. So the next clip will be the first item that we find in the house, which is actually really cool, especially for Momo, who is from Switzerland and the Snowy Mountains.
No, it's a snowboard.
So the first find is a snowboard.
Yo!
Old school, but
That's proper old school.
Cool.
yeah, that's vintage.
Yo!
How's it
That's a
Has a
camper!
stance on him.
Brand new.
Yeah!
like that?
Has the stance on him. That's for going fast.
That's for going fast, but it's the
Yeah.
wrong way around. Yeah, it's a camber. Of course it's for going fast. Look how thick it is.
Even it's still in held good condition.
Has the edge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dude, that's wild.
Edge is just like a bit dull, but it's not rusty.
Rusty. That's actually unreal.
I have 3 snowboards now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's exactly how I like you. Naked.
And it's like I like short boards. It's just right for me.
Oh, you'd be fucking using it now you live in Japan.
Yeah.
Sweet,
While I'm sitting here editing this video, I realized I did a terrible job. I would like to use the excuse that we were just overwhelmed. It was a lot worse. It is a lot worse than we expected, but my target is I'm going to get much better at documenting the whole process, the step-by-step, figuring out how we're going to repair everything and sharing the whole journey with everybody on this YouTube channel. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to getting the house livable. It doesn't have to be perfect, not yet, but livable. The modern side of the house is great. The rest of it needs a hell of a lot of work. We still want to keep the modern side and the traditional side. However, we may need some help with this. So if you have any recommendations or any ideas on how to repair this kind of stuff, throw it down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one, where we actually start tearing into the house and finding out there's a lot more wrong than we even seen on the surface. Looking forward to it. Already making plans to make it better, get it fixed, get it sorted, livable. Once again, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
The veggies on this